Welcome class. Kindly stand up and let us have an opening prayer first. Come on.
Let us bow our heads and put ourselves in the presence of the Lord. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for gathering all of us today. May you bestow your guidance and blessings so that we can enjoy and appreciate its significance in our lives. Bless everyone who is present here today, that each one of us may be able to share our knowledge, understanding, and wisdom for your glory and honor. May the various activities related to this event be a success through your intervention. We all ask of this in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen.
Okay. So, good morning class. Before you take a seat, kindly check the alignments of your chairs and kindly pick up all the trashes all around you. And of course, before you take a seat, we have an energizer. I prepared an energizer for all of you. So kindly stand up and stand, and come on, we're going to dance.
Your feet, you're the only one I need. I turn to you and you are always there. In troubled times it's you I see. I put you first, that's all I need. A humble all I am, all to you. One way, Jesus, you're the only one that I could live for. One way, Jesus, you're the only one that I could live for. You're the only one, you're the only one, you're the only one that I could live for. You're the only one, you're the only one, you're the only one that I could live for. You were always, always there, every how and everywhere. Your grace abounds so deeply within me. You will never ever change. Yesterday, today, the same. Forever till forever meets no end.
Okay, thank you, class. So now you may take your seat. And who is the absent for today? Is there any absentees for today? Class secretary. Okay, I'm so glad that no one is absent this day and everyone's present. Thank you. Okay, now it is time to review. Who can give me a short or a recapitulation about the discussion or the topic that we discussed last meeting? Anyone? Is there anyone who want to answer? Okay, just raise your hand. Okay, thank you. You are right. That the topic that we discussed last time is all about verb. And you are right as well that verb is an action word. So, thank you for that. Now, let's have an activity. And this activity is entitled Pick to Word. So, are you curious? What is the meaning of this or what activity is this all about? Are you ready? Okay, so let's start now. So, look at the picture here. Because all the thing that you're going to do is you're just going to answer what is the picture here, or what is the pictures all about, or what is it saying. Okay? Remember the word pick to word. So, okay, so you. Okay, very good. So come on, stand up. Thank you for that. Okay, what is your answer? Okay, you are right that this woman is eating. So he is eating. So as you can see, it plus ing is equals to eating. So you are right. Bravo. Good job. Now, let's proceed to the second one. Okay, what do you think is this picture is all about? Anyone? Okay, you. Come on. Okay, you may stand up. Come on. Okay, you're right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right. Very good. You got the answer. Okay, thank you for that. So this girl is cooking. From the word cook, so you may going to add ing and it will be going to cooking. Okay, so you got it. Cooking. So now, how about this one? What do you think is this pictures all about or saying? Yeah, you are right. The girl is dancing. Okay, very good. You get it. You get it as well. So, as you can see, the girl from the word dance plus ing is equals to dancing. If you're going to add ing in the word dance, it will be going to dancing. Okay, now, the next one, how about this one? What do you think is this word? Anyone? Okay, don't be shy. Just raise your hand. Okay, come on. Anyone else? Okay, you. Yeah? Okay, so what do you think is this picture? Come on. Don't be shy. Come on, just answer it. Okay, very good. You get it. So, as you can see, those two girls are reading. From the word read, you're going to add ing again, and then it will be reading. So, okay, that's it. Now, the last one. What do you think is this word or is this picture? Okay, is anyone? Okay, you, come on. Okay, so sing, from the word singing, or from the word sing. As you can see, the girl is singing. So, sing plus ing is equals to singing. Okay, very good. Thank you for that. Thank you for that cooperation, okay? For that answers. Thank you. So, let's have an analysis. What do you comes to your mind after the activities that we've done a while ago? Remember? You're dancing, and then in the second picture, or from our activities, second activities, which is pick the word, we add ing. So what do you think, or what comes to your mind when you hear the word ing? Is there anyone? Come on. What comes to your mind? Okay, thank you for that answer. You are right. So, what do you think will be the topic that we're going to discuss for today? Is anyone who wants to answer? What do you think? Based on the activity that we've done, that we've did. So, anyone? So, okay, you are right. Because our topic for today is gerunds. Very good, you got it. So, our topic for today is all about gerunds. Is anyone who wants to share their knowledge or their opinions or whatever it is or informations about the gerunds? Is anyone who knows about gerunds? I already knew that you tackled it in a few past in the past years in high school and rather in elementary, of course. So, who wants to answer? Anyone? Okay, you. So, yeah, you are right. So, but before that, kindly read the objectives here. Anyone? Kindly. Okay. Yeah? Okay. So, this is our objectives for today. Because at the end of the discussion, the student must be able to, of course, the first one is define the meaning of gerunds. Okay. The second one, use verbs as gerunds in sentences and phrases. The third one, use gerunds in English language conversation. So those are the things that we'll be going to have or to know after the discussion that we're going to do. So, let us proceed now. Okay, this is the gerunds that you said a while ago. Okay, you are right, Michael. So, this is a gerund. A gerund is pronounced ger or G-E-R and or U-N-D. Gerund. So, if you can see, gerund is a verb that is acting as a noun. So, it is just a noun or acting as a noun. So, it is not totally a verb. So, by that, we mean that the verb, the word that describes the action that's happening, like biking, thinking, running, or speaking. Because a thing, a concept that can now be sentences, subject, direct object, indirect object, or the objects of a preposition. So, as you can see there, the example, the given example there. So, the verb, from the verb biking, what have you noticed? Biking, thinking, running, or speaking. It is all adding ing. Because if we are going to tackle about this, it is a verb that describes the noun. Okay? Do you understand? Okay, very good. So now, let us proceed to the next slide. So here, kindly read. Kindly read it. Okay. Okay, thank you for that. So, it is said here that it doesn't stop being a verb, but the role it plays in a sentence shifts from describing the action to being a focal point. So, here, it is said that it is not just a verb, or it doesn't stop. It didn't stop on a verb because it is a helping, something like that. Helping point to describe the action or the noun rather. So here are the two examples of sentences that contains gerunds. So the first one, as a flood blogger eating, is an involved production for Shoshana. So as you can see, eating is a gerund and it describes the noun who. Who is the noun there? And the noun here is Shoshana. Then, the second one, Faisal turned off his phone and shut the door so he could focus on studying. So, as you can see, it helps the noun. Studying is a verb, but it's just a helping action rather. So, gerund. So, helping the noun. Studying. So who the one is studying? So as you can see here in the example, Faisal is the one who is studying. So okay, let's proceed. So here are some examples of gerunds. Seeing, wondering, talking, carrying, walking, sleeping, acting. So as you can see, all around here, all here is just adding ing. From its root word, you will just going to add ing to make a gerund. So anyone who wants to give me an example? Anyone? So come on. Okay, who wants to give me an example? Anyone else? Okay, very good. Okay, another. You. Okay, James, come on. Okay, that's right. So based on our activity a while ago, dancing. Okay, you're right. Okay, good. So, come on. Let's proceed now to the next slide. We have 4 types of gerund and gerund phrases. Do you know that? Okay, so kindly read it. Okay? Anna. Okay? Read it. The first one. Okay. So, thank you for that. So, you are right. Because based on this, the first one is the subject. Don't forget that, huh? Okay? Because we already have a subject. You know that? Okay, I knew that you already knew that. So the first one, subject. To find gerund phrases, first look for the verb ending in ing. So verb plus ing. So as you can see, ending in ing. Then determine if it is an acting as a noun or if it is a present principle showing continuing action. So it is not just a noun. So it can say it is a present participle showing to continuing the action. So if you're going to add a gerund, it can continue the sentences or the grammars or whatever it is. It can continue when you're going to use gerund. So, but before that, of course, you must to determine if it is a noun or what is the subject. Okay? So, as Here, it is said here that a gerund is a form of a verb that ends in ing that's used as a noun. So I already told you a while ago, right? That a gerund ends in ing. Verb plus ing or the root word plus ing is serves used as a noun. Okay, so as you may know, a verb is a word that refers to an action or states of being. And a noun is a word that we use to refer to people, places, things, and ideas. We already knew that. The difference between the verb and the noun, right? Okay, because verb is an action word, while the noun is a word that used to refers in a place, things, ideas, or something, or people rather. So, a gerund is like a blend of verb and nouns. It looks like a verb, but it acts like a noun. So, that's what I'm talking about. How can a gerund takes a noun? So, as you can see here, it said that it blends like a verbs and noun. So, we can say that it is a noun, and we can also say that it is a verb. But how? How can it blend like that? So, it looks like a verb, but it acts like a noun. For example, the word swimming is an example of a gerund. We can use the word swimming in a sentence as a noun to refer to act of moving around in the water. As in, swimming is fun. So as you can see here, so moving. So it continues. So it is continuing the action. So it is in sentence here. It refers to act moving around the water. So it is said here that moving is fun. So swimming is a gerund. When used in sentences, gerunds are treated as third person singular nouns like he, she, and it. Okay. So it is said here that when the gerund is used in a sentence, it is treated as a third person or singular nouns like he, she, and it. Okay. Now, so kindly read it. Okay. Valela? Okay, you may stand. Kindly read it. Okay, so based on what you read, gerund phrase is phrase that includes the gerund, its objects, and its modifiers. Because they are derived from verbs, gerunds can take objects or be modified by adverbs. So it can be modified as well as an adverbs. Okay, so it is said here just noun phrases, gerund phrases are treated as a noun in sentences. It is sentence. In the sentence, I love carefully collecting action figures. The gerund phrase is carefully collecting, while the action figure is the direct object. So it is a phrase. So those is the phrase and the gerund that we use in a sentence. So to turn a verb into a gerund, all you need to do is to add ing, the base form of a verb. The base form is the form of a verb you will find it, or if you look up a verb in our dictionary. When making a gerund, there are few things to watch out for. So what are those? What are the things that we need to do? What are the things that we need to watch out? Or we need to look? So the first one, unless a verb ends in EE or EI or IE, we drop the final E at the end. And then in a verb, before adding ing, like joking, taking, and making. So those words, what are the root words of those words? Joking, taking, making. So the root word of those words are joke, take, and make. So if it ends in the EE or double E and then IE, you are just going to add ing, and then you're going to remove that and then put ing to make it a gerund. Okay, let us proceed to the second one. If a verb ends in EE and add ing, like normal as agreeing, fleeing, and seeing. So if it ends EE, you are just going to add ing to make a gerund. The third one is if a verb ends in IE, replace it with Y, and then before adding the ing as in lie. So lie. So as you can see, lie, L-I-E. To make it a gerund, you are just going to make it lying because you're going to add ing. And then the second one is tie or tying. From the word tie, it becomes tying because you add ing. And then the third one is dying. From its root word die, you add ing, and then you remove the IE, and then you replace it by Y, and then you add ing, and it made it dying. So that's a gerund. Now, the second one is the direct object. Okay, can you read it? Angel? Okay? Come on. Okay, can you stand up? Okay, thank you. So, the gerund phrase is acting as a direct object in the sentence. The direct object is a noun or pronoun that receives the action of the main verb. So, the direct object, we already knew that the direct object is the one that receives the action of a verb. So here, there are some examples here of gerund in a direct object. So the first one, I love sleeping through the night. So here, what is a gerund? Yes, you are right. Sleeping is a gerund. And then the night, that is the one that receives the action. Or that receives the gerund, right? So the second one, my parents prefer eating dinner alone. So eating is a gerund, and then dinner alone. Alone or dinner is the one that receives. And then we would not recommend traveling without insurance. So traveling is a gerund, and then insurance or without insurance is the direct object of our object there, direct object that receives the action because without insurance, right? And then his daughter enjoys fixing broken bicycles. So fixing is a gerund, and then broken bicycles is the one that receives the action. And then, do they like swimming with dolphins? So it is asking if do they like swimming. So swimming is a gerund, and with dolphins. So what is the dolphin rather? Dolphin is the one that receives the action, or from the word swimming, which is the word that we use as a gerund. So now let's proceed to indirect object. The gerund phrase is acting as an indirect in the sentence. The indirect object is affected by the action of the verb, but it is not its main object. So indirect object, it can also receive an action. or the one who can receive an action, but it is not the direct object or the main object. So here in the sentence, there are some also examples here of a gerund that we use in indirect object rather. So the first one, as a part of her wellness regimen, Jenny made sleeping through the night her priority. So sleeping is a gerund, and through the night is the one that receives the action, but it is not affected as well, the main object, because it is not stand as the direct object or main object. So the second one, Clinton gave running for president her best shot. So Clinton gave running. So running is the one that we use as a gerund. And then the president is the one that receives the action. And then the third one, we make writing 3 poems, but it recommends to pass our course. So writing is the gerund, 3 poems are the recommend or the things that receives the action, but it is not affect because it is not the main object. And then the fourth one is, men don't always see raising children well as an accomplishment. And then the word raising is a gerund that we use, while children well. So the children is the one that receives the action. So those are the things that we use, or the word that we use as an indirect object. Then the last one is, why don't you make completing a marathon your main goal? So completing is our gerund, the word that we use as a gerund. In this sentence, completing is a gerund, and the marathon is the indirect object. Because what is the thing that we wanted to tell you is, it is not affected the main object, which is here. As you can see, completing is a gerund, a marathon, your main goal. So it is just asking. That's it. So come on, let us go to another slide. Okay, can you read it, Andrea? Okay, object of a preposition. Okay, here we go. Okay, so that's it. So object of a preposition. When we say the gerund phrase, or when we say object of preposition, what comes to your mind? Anyone else? Yeah, you. Okay, you. Okay, so what do you think? Yeah, you're right. So as you can see here, the gerund phrase is acting as the object of the preposition in the sentence. The object of a preposition is simply a word or phrase that is preceded by a preposition and completes its meaning. So it is just a preposition or a word or a phrase that preceded. So that's it. So there's some example here. So the doctor suggested drinking warm milk for sleeping through the night. So for what? So it is asking. So as you can see, you are going to answer. So for what? So for sleeping through the night. So that's it. It simply proceeded to a proposition. So here, the second one is, by carrying like a baby, you won't get anywhere in life. So here, crying like a baby, you won't get anywhere in life. So crying like a baby. So That is the precedent as well, or a phrase or a word that proceed into a proposition. So the third one is exercise is futile without eating healthily. Healthily is the another one. And then he wanted to learn more about riding a bike. Riding a bike. So riding, that is a gerund, but it is an object of a preposition as well. So as you can see here, he wanted to learn more about riding a bike. So riding. Then detectives were relieved after finding the evidence. Okay, so finding. So riding, finding, healthily, crying, and sleeping. So those are the words that we used here in an object of a preposition. So as a gerund. So let's now proceed. Okay. In our generalization. Okay. So class, based on our discussion. Okay. Who among you can give the definition of gerund? Anyone? Anyone else? Come on, just raise your hand. Okay, you, Andrea. Yeah, what is a gerund? Okay, very good. Correct. That's correct. So, another. Who among you can give an example of a gerund? Anyone? Come on, just raise your hand. Don't be shy. Come on. You? Okay, Vince. Okay. So, yeah, okay. Another one. Anyone else? Okay, like that. Yeah. Okay, you're right. How about you, Catherine? Okay, that's correct. So, those are the examples of gerunds. And now, kindly give the 4 types of a gerund and a gerund phrases. So, anyone? Anyone else? Okay, Paulo. Okay, you may sign up. Okay, very good. That's correct. We got it. So those are the 4 types of gerunds and the gerund phrases. The first one is the object. The second one is the direct object. The first one is the third one is the indirect object, and the fourth one is the object of preposition. Okay? So now, let's proceed to our application for today. So, here, this is the title or the activity that you will going to do. The more, the merrier. So, in this activity, here is the direction. Can you read it? Okay, Angelica. Okay, so that's it. So in order to make this activity, you will be grouped into 3. And then after that, you may go in front and line up. You will go into line up, and then you will be given a 5 minutes to write on the board all the gerunds words that you know. Remember, cheating and looking on the other's group answers are not allowed. Do you remember? Okay? Honesty is a must, okay? So, be honest. And then, so, this is it. The more, the merrier. So, the group that will be going to have more answers is the one who will be the champion or the winner. Okay? So, okay, let us start now. But before that, let me tell you about the criteria of this activity. The first one is the content. So, it is a 10 points. It provides meaningful and relevant results. Okay? So, the cooperation, of course, always remember that. You need the cooperation. It contributes ideas while planning the activity. Okay. So, it contains 5 points. Time management. Was be able to make tasks on time. 5 points. And then, so total of 20 points. Okay? So now, let us proceed now. Okay. Kindly count. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. The first group will be going to here. The second group is here, and then the third group is here. Okay? So stand up. Kind of line up. Come on. Okay, so thank you very much, class. So come on, I'm so very impressed with all of you. So come on, let us all stand up and let us give our winner for this activity. And that is the group 2. Come on, let us give them a round of applause for having a lot or a more gerunds that they wrote on the board. So come on, let us give them a round of applause. Very good. I'm so very impressed with all of you. Okay, class, so let us proceed to our assessment for today. Okay, so this is activity. Okay, so now we can read that direction. Okay, Francis. Okay, thank you. So you may go to write the on the paper rather the proper gerund for each word. So I prepared here 10 words that you will going to make it a gerunds. Okay, are you ready? So okay, just write it. I will going to give you time and then just raise your hand if you are finished. Okay? Okay. Okay, so continuing. Okay, just answer. Okay, you may answer it. Come on. Are you done? Okay, just continue. Okay. Are you done? Okay, so come on. Just exchange your paper to your classmates and then we're going to check it right now. Are you ready? Okay, so come on. Let's check it. The first one, play, playing. Second one, drink, drinking. The third one, see, seeing. Fourth one is try, trying. The fifth one, observe, observing. Sixth, swim, swimming. 7, write, writing. 8, smile, smiling. 9, wave, waving. Then the last one, erase, erasing. So, okay, who got you the 10 or the perfect score? Anyone? Who got the perfect score? Wow, I'm so very impressed that all of you got the perfect scores. Okay, thank you for that. So come on, class, before I end this class, I want you to have your assignment. Okay, so kindly get your assignment notebook. Okay, and then this is your assignment. Okay, just write it on your notebook. So the direction, kindly give 10 examples of gerunds and use it in a sentence or sentences. And then second one, study very well about the topics or the past topics that we discussed and be ready for the recitation next meeting. Okay, so that is the assignment for today. So you're just going to give 10 examples of gerunds and then you are going to study very hard because remember, the next meeting, we will be having our oral recitation. Okay, our graded recitation. Do you understand me? Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you. Thanks so much.